Do lesson 4.6, using response validation as part of your Google form. Response validation just puts specific restrictions on your questions. The number of answers that someone has to select, the type of answer, giving someone feedback. So let's say we're down here, we're going to create a new question. We'll say, what year were you born? Okay, that's going to be our question. And we're going to do a short answer. Okay. Now notice as I type some of these in short answer, this response validation has actually been added and it already starts it. So there's sort of this AI component to Google Forms now that as you type your question, it actually reads your question and offers suggestions about what kind of tools or features you might want. So this actually pulled up response validation automatically as this was part of the quiz. I'm going to remove it just in case it doesn't pop up for you in your type of quiz and show you how to get there. So if you do want to use response validation, let's say we're going to require this question. Down here in the bottom right-hand corner, I'm going to click on the three dots and I'm going to do response validation. Okay, and we're going to pop up here. So here is the short answer text. This is like where someone's going to type their answer. Here's where you can say exactly what answer you're looking for, especially when it's a quiz. You can also do this if it's not in quiz form as well. Again, you can say I want it needs to be text or it has to be a specific length. In this case, it's what year. So I'm going to say it has to be a number. And then there's some formula options here. All kinds of greater than, equal to, greater than, equal to, less than, equal to, not equal to, between, not between, all kinds of things. So I'm going to say, just for the sake of this, it's got to be between. And then it gives me here. And I've got to say, you were born, you've got to be born between 1980 and the year 2000. Okay, so it's only going to allow or accept the answer if the number that they put is between these two. And if it is, it'll let them go on. It'll take the answer. If it isn't, then you can put custom error text. We'll put, I'm sorry, please try again. Okay, you can put whatever answer you want there. So that response validation is really nice. We use this a lot with voting. So if we come in here and we'll go to, let's say, checkboxes, and I'm just going to do a couple options here. Choice 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to say, please select 2 choices. Okay. So right now, they can check as many or as little boxes as they want to. We'll come in here, we'll require the question. You don't have to. A lot of times I want answers if you're going to make it. I'm going to go to response validation. And I'm going to say here now with response validation, they have to, here's select at least, at most, or exactly. So I can switch this to select exactly, and I want 2 choices. Again, if that's something, if it's wrong, it's because they didn't choose 2 choices. Please select, I'm going to say exactly 2 choices. So that's a really handy feature for doing any kind of, I want you to pick exactly this many options. So that's response validation. Sometimes Google's AI picks up that you're asking a question that might require response validation. It offers it to you. But again, if not, you can always go 3 dots in the bottom corner and response validation. And you can then sort of restrict or get more of the type of answers that you're interested in or the number of answers that you want. Thanks.